Hi, I'm Wayde Kirvida from CustomFIRE, and behind me is a new pumper we just finished for Waterloo, Wisconsin. This truck is built on a Gladiator long 4-door Spartan chassis cab with a 10-inch raised roof and an ISX 15-liter 565 horse Cummins diesel engine. Inside the pump compartment is a Waterous single-stage 2000 GPM fire pump. Behind that sits a 1,000-gallon poly tank with a 30-gallon foam cell. This truck has a lot of awesome little features on it. A lot of thought was put into it. Numerous design iterations to accomplish some of their desires. The front bumper was extended and provided with a custom-made recessed well, which houses 2 Hurst hydraulic rescue tools as well as a ram. It's pretty easy to deploy the tools from the front bumper. Down below the front bumper we have Class 3 receiver hitch, which is rated for 9,000 pounds in a straight line pull and 2,000 pounds vertical. Before I get up close to the truck, I'm just going to point out a few things along the side of it. On the front bumper we have M6 warning lights as well as an M6 VC, which is a combination scene and warning light. So that illuminates with park and also with the respective turn signal. Then up along the side, the upper level, we have the Wayland M9 warning lights as well as the PCP1MC scene lighting. Of course, we have a side mount pump control panel which was raised to be flush with the cab and the body. Part of the reason for that, other than aesthetics, is because up above it's recessed. We have a hydraulic generator, a deluge monitor, and then a recessed well storage for an inflatable rescue boat. On the pump panel itself, we have 3 speed lays with removable poly trays. Got the 2.5 up above, and then a couple 1 3/4 lays. Each one holds 200 feet of hose and a nozzle. And then you might notice in the upper right corner we have a stainless steel door with a clear panel on it. That's because one of the Wayland VMUX Vistas is located there, and it provides a camera scene of the opposite side of the vehicle. And then of course we have a hose well running board, and then a big theme of this truck was stainless steel. These guys wanted stainless steel everywhere. They've experienced corrosion in the past, so we have stainless steel running boards, rub rails, tailboard, of course the pump module and the fire body, as well as the full apparatus subframe and tank cradle. The driver's side front compartment, commonly referred to as the engineer compartment, we call it the D1 compartment, is equipped with a pretty nice tool chest here made by C-Tech. Real high quality stuff. Roll-out tray, adjustable shelving, and then we have perforated pegboard on the back wall if they choose to mount any brackets or attachments back there. Over the rear wheels on the driver's side we just have an adjustable shelf, and then air bottle storage in the front portion and fuel fill back here. And then in the D3 compartment, the driver's side rear, we have a couple poly totes, adjustable shelving with a divider, and a couple pull-out tool boards. There's also a power strip in this compartment, and then in the back corner we have a PVC tube which routes oil dry from the coffin compartment down to below the body so they can dispense it and fill down here. I've probably stated in the past that when we look at the design of a truck, a lot of times we start from the back and move forward, and that's because a lot of the storage and layout of equipment dictates the overall design of the truck. And it's no different with this one. These guys needed 1,000 gallons of water, 30 gallons of foam, a lot of supply hose. They also wanted a low hose bed, and we accomplished that with doing an L-shaped tank. So the hose bed is at a very reasonable height in this case. It does have 1,000 gallons and has full depth compartments on both sides. One trick we did is we ran the tank full length of the body, so right behind this wall is the end of the tank. But we did notch it to allow for a rear suction hose and strainer to slide in. And then we utilized the available space down below with just a pull-out drawer here. And then of course we have a 6-inch rear intake. In the upper rear of the body, behind the door bundle, so the door bundles are like right in this area here on each side. So there's some wasted space up here, so we use that opportunity to sneak another 10-foot length of hard hose into the body. They're not going to use it terribly often, but when they do, they have a nice step here and handrail and all that to get it. Now, the Hinge hose bed covers, we do a lot of these. It really protects the hose, obviously, provides a nice standing surface, but they don't blow away and they don't burn up over time or during the life of the vehicle. And in this case, they flip up, they're supported with a gas strut, and then we also have lighting underneath. So you just climb in from the front and lay your hose. All right, so on this side of the truck, we have the coffin compartments. As I illustrated earlier, on the other side we have a hard hose that slides in the back behind the door bundles. And on this side we notch the coffin compartment just a little bit lower so they can slide a Stokes basket in here on edge, and there's plenty of height for the width of the Stokes basket. And then they have remaining storage, of course. And then towards the back part we have a large poly hopper, oil dry container that will allow them to dispense it down to the ground from the side compartment. The coffin compartments are lit. They're weatherproof, and we have drains in them as well if in the event that like rain or something gets water inside. A lot of thought actually went into the top of the pump module on this truck. We have a recessed area where they're going to put an inflatable rescue boat. This is a telescopic deck gun, of course, and then this is a hydraulic generator. And over here you'll see where we actually notched the upper outboard corner so that the ladders could poke into that area. Just trying to be conscious of the overall length of this truck and just the packaging of every piece of the project. So now we're on the opposite side of the truck, and much as with the other side, we have the full depth compartments, a variety of adjustable shelving, trays, tool boards, poly totes, air bottle storage in the rear wheel well. Above the pump we have our cord rail mounted inside there, and then of course the speed lays, a removable access panel on the pump panel itself. And another thing you might catch is that the ladder rack is quite concealed on this truck. It's, you know, it provides that clean aesthetic. They're going to put their own lettering on this truck when they get back, when it gets to town. And so we put that fascia panel on there as well. And we even mounted scene and warning lights on the panel. So basically, you know, it has that rescue truck look. So with the ladder rack down, you can see that it's easy to grab the ladders, pike poles, and attic ladder from the backside. The center arm design, it allows access to all the compartments without climbing underneath the arms on each end of the ladder rack. Under the speedlay we have just a little bonus compartment where we have our cab tilt and then the junction box. On the other side it's actually a panel where we mounted the intake valve controls. And then something you might catch here, it's hard to point out without the tool in it, but we have a strap, scuff plate, and then a receptacle down here for some exterior mounted irons on each side of the truck. The interior on this truck is all black. Right now we have the spare speedlay trays in there because we're going to head out and deliver the truck shortly, but we have two rear facing seats, two forward facing seats, an EMS cabinet behind the engine tunnel, and then as I said, it's a 10-inch raised roof, and it has the Spartan SGM HVAC on the ceiling of the truck. All of us at CustomFIRE are excited to get this truck to the customer. When they put it in service, it'll be protecting the Trek Bicycle World Headquarters in Waterloo, Wisconsin. I'm Wayde Kirvida from CustomFIRE. We realize you have a lot of options when you're buying a new fire apparatus. We really hope to be on your list. We can out-design, out-build, and out-service the competition if you give us a look. Thanks for watching.
Off of this and die, I'm gonna be so hot.
Okay. Promise?
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Alright.
This? Or what? Alright, it's like this. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention that oil dry. Other than my suicidal mindset, I really love cloudy days. Do you want to just sit on the ladders and I'll lower it down? You can just ride it down. Should I take my gloves off? Oh, it's 565 horse. Okay. Should I like climb in there and then you lift it open and I'll pop out? Happy Halloween! I'll do that again. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light